This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today in the arena, I am playing with another new card that I don't think is competitive standard level, but looked really fun to me, and that is Thieve's Guild Enforcer. And I get to play it in one of my favorite style archetypes and decks, Dimir Flash. So, Thieve's Guild Enforcer is a human rogue. It is a 1-mana 1/1 flash, which is bleh. But then there's a million words after that that can make it better. When Thieve's Guild Enforcer or another rogue enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent mills 2 cards. As long as an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, Thieve's Guild Enforcer gets +2/+1 and has Death Touch. A 1-mana 3/1 flash with Death Touch is a lot better than a 1-mana 1/1 with Flash. So the Thieves Guild Enforcer is hopefully getting to a place where it can do that extra stuff. But in the meantime, I decided to build around one of my favorite Flash cards, Slitherwisp, which whenever we cast a spell that has Flash, we draw a card and we lose a life. So a 1 black 1/1 Flash creature is a lot better if you also get to draw a card and the opponent loses a life. I thought about building around Thieves Guild Enforcer with a rogue shell. I think the rogues are really bad. I had a really hard time making a deck I could get excited about out of the rogues currently available in Standard. There's the new Ghostly Pilferer, who we saw in yesterday's video, but I didn't like the direction of Dimir rogues or Grixis rogues. I like the direction of good old Slitherwisp a lot more, and we get to play a lot of new cards in the deck. Besides Thieves Guild Enforcer, we have the reprint of Rewind, which we've seen do broken stuff in Simic Flash. Here, it's a little bit more fair. Getting to Rewind and then Nightpack Ambusher is a lot more busted than getting to Rewind and then Blacklance Paragon, just as an example. Then we also have Liliana's Standard Bearer. This is a card I've had trouble getting to work. I thought it would be a lot better in Rakdos Sacrifice style decks, but here in this deck, playing with other Flash cards, getting to trigger Slitherwisp and getting to rebuild if the opponent finally figures out how to kill your cards, I've had a lot more success with Liliana's Standard Bearer. And then Eliminate is a new card in this deck that actually makes a huge difference. This deck would probably roll over and die a terrible death when the opponent resolved Teferi Time Raveler in the past. With Eliminate, you can just reach out, kill that Teferi, and move along with your Flash life. And the rest of the deck is built around having some Flash threats to help trigger the Slitherwisp and also counter some spells for Mystical Disputes for said Teferi. Also, not running Sinister Sabotage because the mana is difficult. Getting double blue and double black, like getting the right mana at the right time with this deck is a challenge. Mystical Dispute is just easier to cast than Sinister Sabotage, and it usually will get that spell countered. And then the Cutthroat, the Paragon, you've seen these cards before. Some fun Flash cards. Paragon, there is another Knight in the deck, so you can give Death Touch and Lifelink to the Standard Bearer if you want to. Drown in the Lock, this is a really awesome card with Thieves Guild Enforcer, because Thieves Guild Enforcer mills 2 cards at least. If you have 2 of them, it mills 4, and that makes Drown in the Lock a much better card. And this card isn't rotating soon. It's in Eldraine, so it's here for another year. So once a few new rogues or Flash creatures get added to the format, Thieves Guild Enforcer and Drown in the Lock look like they might be a pretty good combo. Finally, Spectral Sailor. The best combo with Rewind, so that you can counter a spell and then also draw a card. Build your own Dismiss, which was a counter spell that for 4 mana countered a spell and drew a card. That wasn't OP or anything, but at least we have something to do with the mana. Also, because I'm playing Rewind and I need something to do with the mana, we run 4 castles. 2 Castle Locthwain, 2 Castle Vantress, so that when we untap those lands, we get to do something. And that is the deck. So we're going to go play it in unranked because I'm still taking a bit of a break from the ranked meta, which got a little bit tiresome down the stretch and honestly hasn't evolved much with the introduction of M21. If I want to play cool M21 cards, the play queue right now feels like the place to be. And I get these comments all the time. the Cool Kids Club is going to learn the answer, but I get comments all the time asking me how good I think a deck is it competitive? And if I play it in unranked, the answer is no. I don't think it's very competitive, but I'm trying to learn about new cards, play with new cards, show off new cards, and have fun with new cards. That's the main goal. And then the second, if I play it in ranked, I think it has a chance to be competitive. That's the other way to look at that question. Also, if the deck is doing well and I am feeling a little bit spicy, maybe if you stay till the end, you get a mom spaghetti moment as we take one shot at the ranked queue with our deck. So if you want to check that out, wait till the end. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. Oh yeah. Sailor, Enforcer, Eliminate, Rewind. Let's do this. Do I start scrying? I think I just shock this. And then I can play these two over the next 2 turns. Still, I'd rather have a Slitherwisp. Let's look for a Slitherwisp. 1/1s for 1. I shouldn't be too impressed by playing those. Okay, Rewind Tribal. Coming up on turn 4. You won't know what hit you when I rewind you into something. Something special. I'm just gonna get this out of the way. The Great State of Simic continuing to show up. They've got 2 cards in the graveyard. Oh, it's Bant. How lovely. Now what? We're going to eliminate that thing. It's probably better if we don't play a creature because our opponent will plus it, and then we eliminate it.
I am not going to sit this one out. Don't worry, I got this.
Die.
That will go according to plan.
Opponent's like, what? Yeah, we can. Well, our deck can do that now. Another Fabled Passage. Drown is looking good if we get to play it. If they have second Teferi, it's going to feel very bad, but they have Krasis. Krasis. Alright. Let's enforce. Eugene to the graveyard. 6 cards in the grave. Not quite 7. Maybe I should have played the Sailor instead, because then I could threaten to draw a card this turn. Do I care? Really? Alright. To the top. No attacks. Yeah. I'd be in a better place if I had a Sailor on the field here and could draw a card. A beautiful card. No, we're not drowning that. The opponent will have better things to counter. You put one more card in that graveyard, though, I'll have a 3/2. Do I care? Once again, I feel like the opponent will have bigger things and this can die to eliminate, and I'm not sure the opponent has, you know, anything to draw a card with. Maybe it's a Shark Typhoon? But I know I get to draw a card. Yummy. We have the same amount of lands on the battlefield. This Bant ramp deck is doing it wrong. They wrong for this. Epic Shark Typhoon moment. Okay. So it's going to make a 2/2. And the 4/4. The 4/4 is the problem. I can't counter it anyway. I should probably draw a card, see what I draw. Get more information. Alright, we're going to have another land. So do I want to keep the opponent from making these 2/2s, or do I want to remove this 4/4? I think I need to remove the 4/4. Don't really care about the 2/2s much. Not right now. Alright, now the Krasis is frisky. I want to wait till the last possible moment to kill this, because I might draw an eliminate. Attacking with the Paragon bluffs that I have another Paragon, so I don't think the opponent will block with the Shark. And this, of course, has Death Touch. The opponent will block with the Cat, though. I kind of want to trade this for the Cat, because it's not doing much otherwise. And they just take it. Kind of surprised. Maybe they're planning to use the ability. I guess I don't mind if they do. It's like their whole turn. I drown the Shark. Okay. Just you two? Okay, Kitty Cat too. Can block here. There's the ability. So this has Death Touch, so it's fine. So let's destroy target creature. We'll make it the 4/4. This gets a nice big boost, hits us for 7. This dies. Makes the standard bearer better. There's a drown. Could use it now, but if the opponent made this play this turn, they might do it again next turn. So let's wait. On guard. Opponent will block the standard bearer. Wow. They must have another in their hand. More cards. Slither Wisp. Cool. Shatter the Sky? Do I care? Opponent didn't even attack first. I guess I do care. Rewind, baby. Come at me. They do not. Still at 14. Killing this and smashing in gets the opponent to down to 4, but leaves us very at risk of a Shatter the Sky, so it's not fine. Slow and steady. Now they're hitting land drops. ECD. Get him. All right. Draw a card. Nice. Double Dispute should get there. Get out of this if you can. Eugene! Never! Let that sink in. Get that head explosion. She's a keeper. Let's do it. We get this sweet scry. We get this sweet counter spell. Just not let our opponent do cool stuff. Like proper Magic. Mono red? Is that mono red? Alright. 2 life. Paragon activated. Dead Paragon, clearly. Okay. Chandra's Magmut. 1 and a red, 2/2. Deals 1 damage to a creature or planeswalker. No, a player or planeswalker. That's important. This elemental doggo, because I thought for a second there it was going to kill my Paragon. On guard. Takes it. Love it. Let's fight. I will be countering all of your moves. Just the way that magic was intended. Go face. It looked like they were trying to go at the knight from the way that they obviously clicked over it to get to my face. But there you go. Now you have Spectacle. What will you do with it? Nothing. Nothing's whack. I'll play another 3/1. Get ready for a Chandra's Pyrohelix, people. Would you like to kill it with the trigger on the stack so I draw a card? No, the opponent does not like this idea. Drown in the lock with no cards in graveyard. We're going to need to work on that, but the counter spells are ready. Our opponent doing nothing is getting kind of weird. Would you like your deck to do thing? So my theory is that they're setting up for Chandra's Incinerator. Torbrand, Thane of Red doesn't matter. I have nothing else to do with the mana though this turn, so I may as well dispute it instead of rewind it. Torbrand down. Well, puppy, what's the play? Aggro puppy. You gotta respect it. Red Mage will never, ever try to block. You only get one more of those hits, so you better make this turn a good one. And you're gonna have to get through double counterspell. Nope. Again, use the dispute because we have nothing else to do with the mana anyway, unless we want to hurt ourselves with a castle. Epic gameplay. Did you have fun this match? You know me. It's CGB. Slitherwisp. Be still my heart. What a beautiful nightmare. It's so sweet, could be. Okay, if you're gonna do Beyonce, don't come in soft. Could be a sweet dream or beautiful nightmare. Rewind. This is going to be awkward, but maybe our standard bearer has to ambush a troll. Yorvo. It's like your go, but it's Yorvo. Alright, well, being on the draw sucks. It's hard. No blocks. Shockland. Feels bad. Yeah, something about getting to turn 4 when you're already infinitely behind on board makes me think that things are going to go poorly. No blocks here. We've got to... Like, we could block and trade with the troll, but I think what I have to do is get this large enough to try to compete with Yorvo. So that means I need a land for next turn. Alright, could be worse. Let's go, Slithy. Let's do this thing. Land off the top, because we're going to need, like, to rewind 1 or 2 spells, and then play a card. That's not it. That's a terrible draw. Deck, what you doing? Deck, what the heck are you doing? I could have tried to draw the land by playing this on my turn, but then I don't grow the Cutthroat, so pointless. Could you be so heartless? The Ooze is hanging back, the Troll is hanging back, the opponent is scared. How to play it? We could just take the hit. Set up for another turn. I think that's it. Ow. Alright, this is going to get rough. We're going to be trying to pull a massive comeback. Yeah, I ain't got no flyer. What else you got? Nothing? Yeah, they're sure I have a counter, I just don't. But we need the land, and it needs to not hurt us. Okay, cool. Well, the opponent's been post-combating all of their creatures, so actually these rewinds might not be any good. We'll see, but we can play enough blockers to slow the opponent down. I'm hoping they just go for this questing beast. They oh my god, they did. They played a card, not a questing beast, but they played a card pre-combat. God, we needed that for the cutthroat, so that it could fight the Yorvo. Would you like to play anything else? Makes my life so good. Okay. I think we've got to deal with this now. Obviously, we can't take another hit. So, Sailor. Double triggers. Standard Bearer. Pass to blockers. Here you go. Something died, so we get another card from the Standard Bearer, and we get 2 cards from its flashy nature. There's a Thieves Guild Enforcer, you know, the card I really wanted to build the deck around, making a late appearance. Opponent does not have many cards in graveyard, though, so it's not going to matter much. Alright, so if we play anything on our turn, we just have to discard a bunch of cards anyway. We can't attack through the Harpooner. We could throw a Standard Bearer at the opponent. Maybe they trade. Maybe they ambush. This is going to be a long game. I don't think that there's good grounds for an attack here. But with the next rewind, they might scoop just out of frustration. I mean, we can if they're not going to kill Slitherwisp, let's just let Slitherwisp do it. Do the job, buddy. Let him have it. Pull Harpooner. Gonna kill my Sailor. Let's start with an Enforcer. This way we can see if we draw into something like an Eliminate rather than a Rewind. There's only 1 more card left for the opponent. 2 land. Questing Beast and a Harpooner. Chuck him in the bin. Hit him with the Rewind. Welcome to Blockbuster. Alright. Untap those lands. What else you got? Skoos. Coming in hot. Skoos is going to keep the graveyard too small for this to matter. So how do we kill it? It can be a 7 frickin' 7. I don't really want to block with one of the Wisps. I think we'll just chump it. Eventually we'll have enough creatures to throw in front of it. And then when they do, it would be nice to have a Standard Bearer to draw 1,000,000 cards for the experience. Another Ooze. Do I use my Rewind on it? I don't think so. They're kind of predatory on each other. I think we save the Rewind for something that's hard to kill. Mystical Dispute. Drown in the Lock. Now we're doing stuff. Another Mystical Dispute. Another land. The hits just keep on coming. So this has, yeah, they have enough cards in graveyard that Drown in the Lock can hit one of the uses at least. Let's see which one they use. Alright, they're growing this one. They're going after my graveyard, so they're not worried about Drown in the Lock right now. So whichever one they make bigger, I suppose. One ooze down. And Shockland can go. We're at 3. Don't really want to ever pay life for it, which makes it a full-time tapped land. Here comes the Scoos. You can make this a 7-7. 7-7 is still the number. Blocks. We know the opponent doesn't have anything else. The standard bearer will draw us 3 cards, 4 or 5 cards after Slitherwisp. That should be enough to keep the board on lockdown against a troll and a harpooner. Alright, opponent says I'm going to keep my graveyard intact and just kill you all. Fine. Cards, cards. If they saw a Thieves Guild Enforcer and a Drown in the lock, they really should just exile a bunch more graveyard because they have nothing else to do with the mana. Look at my hand. Look at this hand! Tell me Slitherwisp isn't amazing. More. We need more. 28 cards in my deck. I had to check. It's like, what if I'm going to deck myself being too awesome? Yay, 3-2 mode activate. Magic is beautiful. Still no spot removals. And attacking these is complicated, but if they block, actually, are they just dead? Hold on. We can do this. Drain, drain. Uh-huh. With a removal spell, they're definitely dead. Double mill. You gots to love it. You were about to draw 2 force in a row, dude. You're welcome. You are welcome. And now kill that, attack with those. Victory. From 3 life. Oh yeah. It's a hand. It's a hand. This is a tap land, though. I like this hand less the longer I look at it, especially on the draw, but what can you do? CGB wants to rumble. Let's rumble. Gonna eliminate your thing. Gonna play a Paragon, so it'll be good. Is this not the most disgusting thing you've ever heard? Cheese pie? Freaking gross, dude. Yeah, we'll keep that. It is the card I'm trying to make work, although a Slitherwisp makes it a lot better. Our opponent says go. Nothing going on. Alright, Sacrificial Lamb. Opponent might just kill this. How could they be so heartless? In the night I hear 'em talk, coldest story ever told. Unranked makes me so much more jovial. I sing songs. I throw creatures into the depths of removal. And I don't care. Get all the instant speed removal out of the green-black deck. Eventually they'll play something more expensive, right? Right. And when they do, we will get them. Nothing. Bonsai. Pick your removal spell. Bonsai. Into the jaws of doom. I don't know what my opponent's doing, but it appears they want to kill all my things. Grazer? Okay. Epic. Epic green-black removal tribal. 5 mana lets us use the castle, so we'll set up for that. Hold the Scry land. Scry 2 better than Scry 1. And yes, the fail state of a 1/1 flash fully activated. Facing a Grazer. Great. The opponent doesn't have any more land. They have 4, I guess, removal spells. Sailor's good. Paragon's fine. They have to deal with the Sailor because that thing will draw a bunch of cards. Let's test their metal. Do you have the guts to block this Thieves Guild? They do. They do. Guts located. They has the guts. Sailor. Draw a card, Sailor. Nice. Another Enforcer. It's a trap. Let's see who they block this time. Yes. Yes. Oh, you played yourself. 2 Thieves Guild Enforcer triggers, filling the graveyard, 3-2ing, killing the Grazer. Liliana. And Find Broker. Okay. Well, now that's a clock. That's a card. We wind. No. Do not do that. Me no like. Draw. We need to draw into more counter spells. Drawing usually better than scrying too. Castle? No. Land. We've already got a castle. It's doing work. Massacre Girl. Oh my gosh, our opponent loves killing stuff. Draw. Oh my god, CGB missed lethal. No! I'm 1 off. Come on now. Come on now. I was 1 off. But if we draw a Slitherwisp, then we don't have another flash creature. Alright, that Drown in the Lock is money though. Pure money. Oh my god, they have so much removal! Green, black, all removal. What's the green for? Just Grazers and Find Broker. How could you be so heartless? It's a hand. I don't know. These drowns have potential to be bad, but we have Eliminate to fill graveyard, so tap land. Ugh. I'm gonna keep it though. We'll hit a Thieves Guild Enforcer. This hand will be fire. Hot fire. Ooh. Ah. Looks like Hearthstone to me. This is screaming Hearthstone to me. Ooh, can I play like a song? I don't know if the sound effects are loud enough to hear the sick rhythm I'm laying down. Alright. On one hand, getting to 4 land is important. Scrying more can be nice, but nah. I think it's too slow. I would have kept, I would have kept an island there for sure. Just makes the curve nice and smooth. Ta-da! Breeding pool. Fun for nobody. We are definitely at the point where breeding pool is a grown moment. Turn 2, Growth Spiral. Also a grown moment. Gates, on the other hand, or shrines. My bad. Apparently, if I disrespect shrines, I'm gonna get angry messages from people who are my fans, being like, you don't respect shrines. They're a competitive option. That's what you sound like to me. Not really. Not really. All right. Hey, put stuff in the graveyard for a minute. Problem is, it takes stuff back out of the graveyard later, so we're going to have to use Drown in the Loch very wisely. Oh my goodness. So my argument against the shrines, most of the shrine decks I see, is that you're just a Bant deck with worse cards. You run a few enchantments to win the game instead of cards that like are powerful, like Nissa and Ugin and Krasis. So that's kind of I don't have anything particularly against shrines, but I sure as heck don't think it's a competitive deck. It's just a worse version of a very good deck, which you can play. It can be fun. We'll probably do a shrines deck at some point for the channel, for the entertainment. And I know that there's a video that's on the editor's desk right now that involves me playing 2 versions of shrines for the CGB gaming channel. So you guys have that to look forward to. Slam that lantern. Are they going to tap this for mana or sacrifice it? On one hand, they are incentivized to fill their graveyard. Okay, they are filling their graveyard, probably. They get this draw 3, this goes to the graveyard. Yep. Drown in the Loch will be on for a minute. If we can counter a Wrath, they probably can't win, because we can do 9 over 2 turns. They're the standard. The Wisp. Down to 6. Let the Flash Knights ride. Now, the opponent will do things to try to stop me from killing them, and I will drown them in the loch. I will drown your shattered sky in the loch. Aha! Ha-ha! Evil wins again! That's a lot of tap land. I mean, the mana is, like, it's really disheartening to not be able to keep a hand, but we're on the draw with terrible tap lands. Whatever, unranked YOLO. Mulligan this in ranked, kiddos. Never punished. Turn 2 Paradise Druid. It's not always a growth spiral. There's good in the world yet. Turn 3. Migrator. Never mind. This opponent is as evil as they come and should not be respected. All they're going to do is put a million things on a hexproof creature. It's not cool. Not interesting. That's stupid. They're never even going to attack because they ain't got the guts. Yeah. Coward. Pure coward. Not going to tap it for mana. Not going to turn it sideways. Oh, they're going to attack with that. I see. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Someone really hates me. Matchmaker said, yeah, you having fun? You having fun, CGB? How about a little of this? You like that? You like that, CGB? We need to get this thing Death Touch. I think it's the only way. And the only way to do that is to get 8 cards in the opponent's graveyard. So we need to draw another Thieves Guild Enforcer, because I don't think they're going to do it themselves. Like, that's not how it works. Okay, that can draw some cards after blocking. And we can rewind something while taking damage. Lots of damage. I guess the Standard Bearer and the Enforcer can block the Ceratops. Rewind. I don't know why I'm countering a Paradise Druid. I just need something in the graveyard. I assume there's something better the opponent's going to play here, but who cares? Yep. Yep, punished. It happens. That first card is never the one they want to counter. This is Hexproof from blue? Protection from blue. I can't... Yeah. Ugh. Protection and Hexproof. Why do they even have the two abilities? It's stupid. Anyway. No attack. True Coward status confirmed. Okay. Do I play this? I don't have any other plays. I guess I might scry next turn. I should just play it. The opponent doesn't know their Ceratops is unblockable, I think. I think that's the situation. Okay. Interesting. We're still flooding out and in a terrible position. Would you like to add more beasts onto your beast? It's pretty solid. Solid game plan. Hello, I would like the roast beast with a side of roast beast, accompanied by roast beast. Seems good. The good news is, the more land they get out of the deck, the more land they're going to draw off the top of the deck. That is a certified fact. Everybody knows it. Alright. Let's go ahead and use the castle. We've got Drown in the Lock, which does not much, and we've got Slitherwisp, which if we draw more flash cards is amazing. So I'll take the potential of amazing. Drown in the Lock right now it can counter something. Kind of. Only something that costs 3 or less. It's pretty lame. But we do need to draw more flash creatures. If we don't, our Slitherwisp is not good. But the opponent's not attacking. The most cowardly coward in the multiverse. Alright. That's something I can eliminate. And that's something that kills me. I guess, what can we draw? There's nothing we can draw but a counter spell, and we don't have a counter spell that costs less than 4. Cool. I'm so happy we played this game. It was so great in every conceivable way. What can I say? I hate creature decks. I hate Mutate. I hate people who play Mutate. I hate people who act like Mutate's a good deck. Despise them. Alright. Here you go. Make a 3/3. Are you still a coward? Are you still too scared to attack? Oh my god. What a baby. Alright, I'll play the Wisp. I can eliminate the Polywog Symbiote, or I can eliminate the Forest. The Symbiote, I guess, if they play one more Mutate creature, I lose anyway, so let them have it. Who cares? I'm going after your Forest. I'm not a coward. Sailor? That does things. Alright. Let's see what the opponent does this turn, since they're too afraid to attack with anything ever. Uh-huh. Whiff. Ha! Another land. Oh, look, they drew a frickin' mutate card. Okay, now we have to draw into a counter. I can Mystical Dispute it. I wonder if they'll pay. Weird. Alright, Drown in the Lock. Whiff. Well, they discarded their Forerunners. What if they only run one? What if they only run one? They have 24 cards. Oh, they found another. What a mythic game. Oh, now you're brave. Frickin' coward. Frickin' terrible mutate gamer. Special resentment in my heart for your mutate deck. Tap Land City on the draw again. How do I do this? Anyway, let's have fun. Sure, second castle. Alright. Well, we only need one blue source, and that swamp turns on the hand, so I can't complain anymore. Guild Globe. Dance of the Mance? If we draw counter spells, the matchup's probably good. If we don't, the matchup's probably reprehensible. We have 2 to start with. Of course, Drown needs some help. Let's let the opponent have their golden egg, and, well, no choice, but I'm not playing the Sailor yet. I'm going to play it after I play the Wisp. I need the cards. Turning these 1-mana 1/1s into additional cards and drains is what makes Slither Wisp so important and so good in the deck. Our opponent, on the other hand, we know what they're having for breakfast. They're having eggs. Smash. Clock begins. We've got 2 counters, we've got 2 1/1s. They've got a Teferi. Get the heck out of my yard, Teferi. Take a Mystical Dispute. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. To the graveyard with you. Wishclaw Talisman. What? Thieves Guild Enforcer. I think I let them have that, though. When has anybody ever lost a game to a Wishclaw Talisman? That looks fun. Hit him with another drain. Get another card. Smash. Alright, they don't have much time, and we have a counter spell, but they get a card of their frickin' choice from the deck, so here we go now. Ooh, they knew exactly what to get, and they want Doom Foretold. 3 cards in their graveyard. I can't counter it. I can play this. Maybe we'll draw into another Mystical Dispute or a way to fill their graveyard like a Thieves Guild Enforcer. Well, that's probably just lethal. Boom goes head. Yes. Keepsies. The Flash Knights ride again. But we're still on the draw and facing Vampire of the Dire Moon, the perfect counter to the Flash Knights. We've got enough. We've got enough. I'm worried that I'm not going to curve out very well from here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Our opponent on the all-black 1-drop game plan. Fun. Gotta have eliminates ready. The opponent might pump this Knight of the Ebon Legion. Oh, come and get it. So, I don't want to trade with a Paragon. Not even sure I want to play a Paragon. They cycle an Easy Prey. I'll just blow up this. We know eventually it's going to cause trouble. Land. I was just going to take whichever comes up first. Doesn't matter. But next turn we have untap land with rewind and stuff. Oh yay. Another beautiful eliminate target. The heck, dude? Frickin' Knight of the Ebon Legion Tribal. Keep killing them. Those cards are pains in the neck. Eliminate Tribal rises to fight Knight of the Ebon Legion. Do they ever draw another land? Yes, they do. And they go straight for the Hooded Blightfang. Blightfang? Whenever a creature you control Death Touch attacks, each opponent loses 1 life. Well, we're not doing that. No. None of that. Eliminate. Take the damage. But we're going to get a Paragon on the field. Try to get the opponent to slow this roll a little bit. But we don't have any castles, and we're down to 2 cards in hand. We are slowly getting attritioned out. If we draw a bunch of lands in a row, we're in a bad spot. Opponent gonna keep attacking. Alright, they didn't leave anything back to block. They're going to stay aggressive anyway. So, I'm going to try to line up a Paragon block on the Vampire, then draw a card with the Standard Bearer, rather than play the Bearer now. Interesting. Maybe I can replace both Paragons with cards. Opponent wants to play Murder. I think I should save this for a threat, but all their threats are stupid Death Touch cards. Okay. Plan remains the same, I just get to draw 1 card instead of 2. I could play the Standard Bearer there to draw a card, but it gives away the surprise. I want some lifelink. Oh my goodness, how could you be so heartless? Paragon down. Standard Bearer, draw a card. Enforcer. Make a trade. Down to your 1/1 versus my guild. Oh yeah, and these are 3/2s right now. Alright, Thieves Guild, time to prove your worth. Time to be a baller. I think I just take this hit from the Poisoner. I know it seems like I'm way behind in life, but when these start attacking for 6, I'm pretty sure I can get this to stop attacking me quickly. Uh-huh. So the opponent's last card is another removal spell, you can tell. So I think we can get a double mill trigger, but I guess I don't care about the mill triggers. I was gonna say, if I wait and respond to their removal spell by playing this, I get double mills, but they didn't respond with a removal spell anyway. Let's scry. Cutthroat. It's okay. It's better than drawing another land, that's for sure. It's not a Slitherwisp. Be it Murder. Murder. Yay. Counter. Without a castle, I feel pretty naked here, and our plan is pretty much on the field now. See if the opponent wants to keep racing, or if they want to take 6. They'll take 6. Alright, the race it is. I'm fine with that. the fourth one? Are you serious right now, bro? Alright, down to 4. Here's the Cuddy Throaty. Come on, good draw. One of the overdue castles. Alright, so if the opponent bricks, we block here, we go to 2, and then the opponent dies. So the opponent kind of has to block these. If they don't brick, whatever. I'm no coward. I'm going to get them. What? Has to be a counter. No. Cruel world. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for my spaghetti? You only get one shot. Mythic ranked Thieves Guild Enforcer, and this hand's a keep, but we're on the draw. Sacred Foundry is the opener. So I could shock and have the Enforcer available, but I don't think I want to. I want it to pump the Cutthroats or trigger the Slitherwisp. I don't think the opponent will have a turn 2 blue card I want to counter. And it looks like we get Marauding Raptor, so this is really bad. This is going to be rough on the draw, facing Gruul. They're going to be like 2 creatures ahead and smashing us. Domri. 3/3 Raptor.
It's just business as usual.
Can't be countered. If you could script... I don't know if you could script a worse situation. Alright. Damage. Make some mana.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you doing something?
And has a Grazer to defend the Domri. This is so stupid. I mean, we're dead. This is not a game of Magic. This is not fine. Oh my god. We'll see. I mean, maybe they don't have a good follow-up, right? Maybe the uncounterability won't do anything, right? That's our hope. That's our out, perhaps. Oh my god. So we can play 2 spells so it survives. I guess that's a thing. We can't counter it. The opponent has enough land. Okay. The opponent can just fight it with the Grazer, but at least then they have to give up the Grazer. Now my Slitherwisp is a lot worse. So this is also a Winota deck? This also appears to be a Winota deck from the Haktos and the Incubation. Well, they can't really attack even if they do the fight thing, because I have a 3/2. And they do lose the Grazer, so could be worse. But they're about to get a 4/3, and I can't counter their creatures, because Domri is stupid. Island, because I guess sometimes you have to cast Incongruity, but you never cast Haktos. Well, they can cast Haktos, can't they? I mean, what am I gonna do? Stuff has to die. How many cards? 5. We got a little ways to go. We could try to trade the Wisp for the Giant, but we're still at 17. We've got to get rid of the Domri so our disputes do something. Like, that's the only way to really get back into it. Okay. Could be worse. And it helps fill the graveyard. 2 cards to go.
Come and destroy.
Can't be countered, so what are we doing here, really? Play that land. There's a stick. Their last card's a land. We got a shot. We need to draw well. Like, a good draw off the top after this Slither Wisp would go a long way. Opponent is scared to attack with the giant. Wow. Brick. Yep, can't do anything about it. Just Grazer picking on my creatures. Just getting wrecked by frickin' Sloth. But the opponent's still playing... Oh my god. What a load. What a frickin' load of crap. Alright. Here we go again.
Oh, I wish you could see your face when I'm beating you.
Well, you can see my face. And so can I. Alright, our opponent's flooding too. We're getting a shot here. Let's see what we draw. Nice. Nice. Alright, the opponent drew a land too. Okay. Alright, they kept on top. It's about to get ugly.
Have at it, boys.
Come on now. Good. We do it now to try to draw a removal spell. And we do. And we draw a counter spell. We've been waiting for this moment. Okay. Take that out. Now we gotta kill the Domri. So that we can counter things. And then this game is ours.
Yeah, doesn't always work out how you want.
Unbelievable. Sphinx? I think we double dispute it. I don't think they have something else. By the way, this Sphinx is kind of funny. I think their hand is double Sphinx because they kept the island. No, they fetched the island and they played the breeding pool. Never mind. They kept this on top. Yeah, I think that this is what they kept on top. Because they could have played it last turn. It's definitely what they kept on top. So last card is still a mystery here. Yes! If you finally attack now and it's with the Grazer, you will get cool points. Let's go. Send a message. We could try to rattle off a chain of flashcards and win, but this is... Oh my gosh, it feels so good. I thought we were dead. I thought we were, like, if you look at that board state on turn 3, oh my gosh. Should have been gone. And we are back for the post-games wrap, short and sweet. We won the mom spaghetti moment. So, is this deck competitive? No, I still don't think so. I think that playing a bunch of 1-1s and 3-1s and 3-1s, it's just all below rate kind of nonsense, to be honest. That gets overpowered really easily. And with a really good draw and a few well-placed counterspells, we sneak out those wins. But most of the time, you don't want to be the one playing 1-mana 1-1s in this format. It's just too powerful. Too powerful, my friends. But I did enjoy Thieves Guild Enforcer, and anytime I had this and Slither Wisp and Drown in the Loch, like, this threesome, I'm sure, is something to build around. I wish there were some other good Flash Rogues. There's just a bunch of really bad Flash Rogues, like Whisper Agent. But if there were other good Flash Rogues, this is a team, and they're not rotating anytime soon. So we'll revisit this group every time a new set is released. For now, let's put Dimir Flash back on the shelf and wait for some spice from the future set of Zendikar in the fall. So, thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.